Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Now if you wonder why I'm wearing my Slipknot shirt I got from the 25th anniversary show, that's the video topic for today. I have some stories I wanted to tell everybody, but that'll be for another video. But there's some news going around saying that not one but two new Slipknot albums are gonna come in the year of 2025. One is a project, the other one is a studio album. First off, The Look Outside Your Window is a outtake album from the 2008 sessions of All Was Gone, which got a release back in August of 2008, and that's where at the time by late 2009, early 2010, when I got into the band. So you get the idea, and it has been like that. The real reason I did not have any later life obsession with Slipknot is because I have other things I have to do, and I have some other things in my life that's in my control. And obviously, as you can tell, my room is covered with Taylor Swift stuff. I still have the other Slipknot posters I got from when I used to live in my old home, but I'm keeping them for storage purposes. Saying that if I were to go back to listen to Slipknot again and be a fan again, I'll just put it back up. But as a result of being a Swiftie, I can't go back on my word. And plus, I've been liking this band since I was a teenager. I need to move on and basically try different stuff. But that'll be for another video. But like I said, I got some stories that I wanted to tell that what I've been sharing with you in the last several years. So let's go over and discuss them right now. So this is going to be a whole video, which I'm going to let everybody know. So if you those who are tuning in, there's something that's going to release 2 new albums by this year. But in recognition of it, I'm going to tell you a couple of stories to keep you guys in the clear of what's to come. So yeah. First off, Slipknot, when they released new material, the last time they did something, it was during the COVID pandemic back in February of 2020. I will show you a clip on the another video another day where Slipknot took place right before lockdown had happened, because they're on tour and part of the We Are Not Your Kind. No, not We Are Not Your Kind, but I think that's We Are Not Your Kind tour with Behemoth in Europe and the UK tour for 2020. But then it got some of the shows were postponed, later were canceled due to the COVID-19 pandemic lockdown of 2020. And a lot happened in 2020, which I'll further discuss in the future. But for right now, we're focusing on Slipknot. But first off, Slipknot did a tour for the Europe and the UK for like the warm-up dates. Everything got postponed until as of the following year, in the late summer of 2021, when they did the second edition of Knotfest Roadshow with Kiss, Rich, and Gage. I forgot the other band that they were on tour with Kiss, Rich, and Slipknot, but that'll be for another video for an update. So that's for that. And secondly, they updated their masks, especially the frontman, which they have a teaser for the new album, which they might be secretly doing new songs in the recording studio for the next album, The End So Far. Fast forward to 2022, they did random show, they do tours with Ice. They did one tour, I think, for the Knotfest with Ice Nine Kills, and then the other couple of shows they've done, they did the tour with Ginger, which probably is from Ukraine, and they have to drop out because of the ongoing war conflict with Ukraine and Russia, which that'll be for another video for another day. And then in this moment, opened for Slipknot, and the other show featured Cypress Hill, which I'll discuss that tour and cycle in another video and for another day. But 2022 was a big year also for Slipknot. They released the single "The Chappatown Wag" with the CD single appearing on their website, and preview to the new album. And then right before The End So Far came out, the song, the Dying song, Time to Sing, was released as a single. And then um, at midnight on the release of the new album, YouTube did a live stream of Slipknot's new album in its entirety, with backgrounds, with one featured background with the music playing. Now, this album I could be wrong, but it played 37 to like 40 minutes long, because the album was shorter than most albums that they've done over the years since 1999. But as you can tell, Slipknot are the biggest new metal band in the world, next to Korn and System of a Down. Primarily, at that same time, midnight, they released The End So Far on the release day. I did get the album, and I did get their clothing collection, but the story does not stop there. They also announced that they do the 20th anniversary of Iowa, which they did a collection series at Hot Topic, and maybe Spencer's. I could be wrong on that. They did a 20th anniversary of Iowa collection at Hot Topic exclusively to show the T-shirts and the hoodies and longs. I think I saw a couple of T-shirts, a hoodie, and a long sleeve, but I might have got 2 out of the 3 because of my limitations on hoarding. That'll be for another video. Then in 2023, Slipknot has gone through ups and downs. That is because, first off, Jay Ryberg left the group because of creative differences. Because Jay Ryberg has been with the group since 2014, where Joey Jordison left the group in December of 2013. That'll be for another video. And then months later, I should say weeks later, Craig Jones left the group, which it was a shock. Because shocking moment there, because Craig Jones was one of the original soul members of Slipknot, and he left the group as well. Because not only, well, probably this was like 2023 at that time, but they both left, and then Eloy joined us on the drums, and then some other person was filling in for sampling, which I can't figure the name right now, but that'll be for another video. So 2023 came and gone with their success of The End So Far. Then came the 25th anniversary. As you can tell, once again, they updated their masks and their jumpsuits. Because in I think this was in late 2023, early 2024, they had the old web link to go on the old Slipknot website, which has been around since late 99, early 2000. Unfortunately, I can't show you the website because it's now been defunct. Because now when you're trying to go into old websites, it directs you back to the weak signal. So they teased the 25th anniversary show with a tease of their old website, which you can check out at that time, and then a secret show in California, which they did the warm-up set list for their 25th anniversary. And then came Sick New World, where unfortunately Sick New World for this year got cancelled. That'll be for another video as well. But for Sick New World, they did the same warm-up set list for the 25th anniversary show, and they share the bill with other bands, which I'll discuss the first two Sick New World performances, the first few of the Sick New World festivals in another video. So they did that, and then the US States and the UK and Europe sets of the show got changed to their subtitled only set list. Because when I went to see Slipknot back in August, they start off with the old school opening roll tape of their set. Even if you were there in 1999, probably this will be some people that they know. They did Dreamweaver, and then they did like a couple of sampling, and then they start the show with the opening track from Self-Titled, and the rest was history. So That's probably the reason why I went to this. That's probably why they said it that way. It's more like a special and for the 25th anniversary of the tour. It's like a thank you to all the fans who've been there since the early days, and a thank you to who stick with Slipknot for all these years, and their continued support and appreciation. So, and then there's also one more thing I like to talk about Slipknot. Between, I think this was like in 2019, but most primarily during the pandemic, and up until now, I haven't been listening to a lot of Slipknot stuff in the past because of, again, COVID-19, and plus Taylor Swift releasing 3 albums in 2 years, which in 2019 she did Lover, which is her 7th studio album, and then 2 albums in 1 year, which one of them is Folklore, that got released in July, and then December came Evermore, which I got into her heavily, because it's so much. I've come such a long way to become a different fan base with Taylor Swift. So, if you want to know the reason why, it's because I've been listening to the same stuff since I was a teenager, and because of it, and this was around the same time the my algorithm of music has changed, because unfortunately I don't listen to all music depending on their album cycles. I usually go by their phases, but now I go by album cycles. So whatever Slipknot album they got released until they say they're gonna call it quits, or maybe a few more Slipknot albums, I'm gonna call it quits, and just only wear the shirts and say like they done good albums. But as far as I'm concerned, the good Slipknot albums they've done over the years were Iowa, Subtitled, Always Gone, We Are Not Your Kind, Great Chapter Maybe, and The End So Far. But like I said, I haven't been listening to a lot of Slipknot because of the ongoing Taylor Swift Swiftie fan base. Because I used to have a TikTok, and I used to have a bunch of social media applications that I talk to people about, saying if they're a Taylor Swift fan. I just keep the conversation going and just primarily talk anything about Taylor Swift. And I was at the show, which will be for another video. So if you want to know the reason why, there you go. So like I said, there's going to be more videos about Slipknot in the near future, and there's also going to be another part of the video where I'm going to talk about my favorite memories by Slipknot. So it will be for another day. So unfortunately, this video is over because I wanted to discuss the announcement that Slipknot will do the project release of Look Outside Your Window, and there's the new album coming out this summer, and then also discussing the stuff that happened between 2020 and now, and the reason I didn't listen to Slipknot for quite some time in this video. So there you go. So thank you very much for watching the video. We'll see you next time for more videos. Don't forget to comment, subscribe, and share for more. Stay awesome, and I'll see you in the next one. Walk on, vlog you later, folks.